Welcome to the Exit 58 podcast, a show about pop culture, tech, politics, and anything else they can come up with.
Hey everybody, it's time for another edition of the Exit 50A podcast. It is Derek and it is Rob coming to you from a clandestine location somewhere.
In the bowels of Bozorth Hall.
Yes, we are hanging out. So we're going to explain why we're not in Studio J in a little bit, because there's a specific reason why we're not in the home office, if you will, today.
Which you really kept from me until this actual start of the show.
Yeah. And it's more so, it's not like there's something wrong in the house, but I'm nervous.
I'd be nervous for your resale is what I'd be nervous for.
As you should be. As you should be. I don't think this is going to stop anything from happening.
Well, actually, I should be more nervous for your that was loud there. Yeah. I should be more nervous for your I guess your public health.
Yes, my public health. Lord knows what's swimming around in my lungs as of the last week, but we'll get there. But before we do that, we should say a special hello to Kaz. Kaz is resting and recovering after, if you listened to the last episode, you know what is going on with him. If you have not, he is recovering from a colonoscopy.
Yeah, so he was having some issues you mentioned on the last show.
Yes.
And he's very out there, so he doesn't care that we're talking about this.
Yes.
Because we actually have some live footage.
We do.
We do. And he's going to share pictures of this that we'll share on our Instagram account because everybody wants to see the insides of someone's colon. But he was having some issues, he was saying, a couple weeks back where he was experiencing some cramps. He thought it was hernia. Thought it was some other issue.
Right.
It turns out none of those things. So they went this route and said, you know what? Let's do the colonoscopy.
Yeah.
And we were happy to report that everything is good. Kaz said it came out with a clean bill of health.
Fantastic. That's what we love to hear.
We love to hear that. But that's a pretty big deal. I guess he's getting up there in years, as they say. You got to check those things out.
He's a young man. I don't want to hear that. I'm getting old stuff.
So have you had any surgeries like this before? Like have you ever gone under?
Yes, I've had two surgeries in my life. One that I remember. One I vaguely remember.
And what were they?
One was a surgery to remove fatty tumor tissue from my back. I have some scars at the top of my back area where I had some fatty tumor tissue buildup that I had removed when I was a child. The other big surgery I had was the wisdom teeth.
Oh, yeah. That's the only one I've had.
Yeah, you've had how many did you have pulled?
All four, man.
Yeah, I had the same thing.
They were all impacted.
Yeah.
And didn't think it was going to be an issue until they did some X-rays. And they said, you know what, you should get these out.
Hey, let me actually say something. That's a good, not a good segue, but the folks who are dealing with pain medication issues, if you're on if you're taking oxycodone or Oxycontin, whatever that's the hydrocodone, to the people who get hooked on that stuff, I don't know how the hell you do it. That is some lethal medication. Oh my God, I had to be weaned off.
Yeah.
Of the stuff I was on because it was.
You were hooked on the smack, were you, Derek?
It was
hooked on the smack.
It was number one, it was too strong. Number two, I was having really bad mood swings. I wasn't doing anything illegal, but I was mad. I was mad all the time.
I can't imagine a mad Derek Jones.
Mad Derek Jones, yeah. It led to me doing one of the dumbest things ever. I wrote I'll have to see if I can find the email. It's probably swimming somewhere in my email. I wrote this dissertation on Rocky III when I was.
You have the most the oddest. I don't know. Visceral is it visceral the right word here? Reactions to certain things that just cause you to start to put pen to paper. I don't understand.
Yeah, I had configured in my head that Rocky landed 76 consecutive punches on Clubber Lang in the final fight of Rocky III. So that's what the pain medication was doing to me. It was taking me to mental places that I had never been before.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody wants you to ever go back there again. I honestly don't think that's even sane.
Dark corners.
That is dark. It is dark. Well, when I had my wisdom teeth out, it's so weird the way things are managed now. Well, I guess they're not really managed, which is why we have some of the problems we have. But I remember my doctor at the time got them all out, woke up, I was on the happy gas, so I was feeling good. Just reaches in his drawer. Now, this was, 20 plus years ago. Reaches in his drawer of his his desk in the office and says, "Here, just take these if you start feeling any pain." And I was like, "Oh, okay, what the heck? Take these little Tic Tacs, and all of a sudden these little white Tic Tacs make you feel better, and you're like, on 52nd Street. It was a good time." But that's the only surgery I've had. That's I'm kind of ignorance is bliss, so I don't often. So I give Kaz a lot of credit for being proactive.
Right. He did. That's on the. I don't want to say it's on the Mount Rushmore of procedures, but it's close.
Yeah. Well, you're in different territory down there.
What? Yeah. You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a stranger in a strange land.
Which is a great song, by the way.
Yes,
it is a great song. If you get a chance to listen to it, "Stranger in a Strange Land."
Yeah. You don't. You're not familiar with that.
Yeah, no. But it's not something necessarily that you'd be looking forward to.
No, so we certainly give our best wishes to Kaz. I'm very disappointed that he's not here today because as we're taping this, this is a Saturday afternoon / night. Well, it's not Saturday afternoon.
I was going to say, I don't know what your clock says, but mine says 8:07 p.m.
Sorry, I'm on football brain from earlier today.
No, it's because you operate from the hours of 11 a.m. until 4 a.m. And 4 a.m. is your final closing
This is
time.
I'm going to go home and drink some tea, an omelet or something like that. This is breakfast time.
Yeah.
It's breakfast time for me. But I'm very disappointed because hours before we went to tape, the news came out that there had been a kerfuffle between Donald Trump and the Golden State Warriors over the Warriors appearing at the White House.
Well, because the champions in each of the leagues typically goes to the White House. They usually go there for a little visit and meet with the meet and greet.
Yes. So it's a time-honored tradition that the champions of the respective sports go to the White House.
Yes.
We have seen it since Trump won the White House. Patriots have been there.
Yeah.
Some iteration of the Cubs has been there. I believe the Cubs have actually been there twice. They've definitely been there once.
Milking that, aren't they?
Yeah. I think they may have gone back a second time. I know that some of their front office people definitely went back again, so I'll have to double-check that. But clearly the Stanley Cup champions, and they go, and everybody, even college.
How about the Philly Soul? Did the Philly Soul go? They've won two champions back-to-back. Have the Philly Soul gone to the White House? They are the champions of the Arena Football League 2 years in a row, Derek.
How outrageous is it that they had a parade? Come on. Really?
Where was the parade? Down 322 when we missed it?
It was in Center City, wasn't it? Not Center City, but it was somewhere in Philadelphia.
Oh, I don't even know.
There was a video of it.
What, they have to block off, a street corner? I mean, honest to God, what they have to do, block off just 8th and Market, and that's it? And just
Yeah, I don't know what they did. I saw someone was at it on Twitter. A writer was at it on Twitter, and it just smacks of, we're Philadelphia. We haven't won anything in a long time, so we're going to do this. That's what it looks like. And by a long time, I know it's 2008 was the last time we won the World Series, but
look, we got to celebrate, man.
Come on,
we got to celebrate,
dude. Come on, there's no need to do that. But anyways, that was the big news story of the day with President Trump and Steph Curry getting involved, and it all started from him, I guess, being asked at their media day whether they were going to the White House, and he said, well, probably not. And then there's word that there was going to be a team discussion, and then Trump came out Saturday morning and said, Steph Curry's hesitating, but I'm pulling your invitation. When it's kind of like,
that's how he rolls, man.
But it's kind of like the guys, they were not going to go. So it's coming off as, we quit. Oh, but no, you're fired actually. So it's just a matter of who. People are trying to control the message. PR 101 is we.
Yes, exactly. But he's just going to pull it because it looks bad, obviously, if they don't. I mean, honestly, no, I want to take that back. How bad does it look? How bad is it, honestly? if a basketball team doesn't go to the White House?
I think this is not a big deal.
Exactly. That's what. So
I don't think it's a big deal that they go. I just don't. To me, I would have never tweeted if I'm the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to go, fly kite, fine.
Who cares?
But that's not the
we
era
have bigger
we live
issues.
in.
There's a guy, a couple thousand miles away that's just launching missiles.
Yeah.
Like it's no problem.
This might be the last episode of the Exit 58
You're right,
podcast,
man. It could be coming this way. We don't know what Kim Jong's doing right now.
All this equipment could be dust.
He could have had a couple of bad, or they wouldn't be bad. They would always be good. But we won't go there because I could kill a sponsorship in 5 seconds. I almost did that.
I don't know where you're going, but I'm glad you stopped.
I'm glad I stopped too. We're not. One of the places we're not going, Derek, is your house. So what the hell's going on that you have these now toxic fumes?
I wouldn't say toxic because I am. I mean, maybe I'm living in it and I just haven't passed
that's
away
what I'm
yet.
wondering.
So.
Is it like black mold or what is going on here?
So Saturday
it's
morning.
that damn tea you grow in your house.
No. So as you know, because obviously you were there. So Sunday morning we did the race. So I'm like really particular about how everything was supposed to lay out last weekend to make sure I want to beat the time that I put forth in 2016.
Yeah, so Derek and I ran our second half marathon, and last week was basically the revenge story.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there was a revenge, all right. Montezuma's revenge, maybe. But
I think we have a story about that later on, actually.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe we'll get into that later. But so I woke up Saturday morning to go to work.
Yeah.
I had to drive up to William Patterson University, and I got in the shower.
Beautiful.
Turned it on.
Okay.
All the water's cold. So you're still waiting. You're like, you know how you sit there and wait for the water to get hot?
Yeah.
Didn't happen. So I was like, you know what? I don't have time to figure this out. I'll just come back and we'll deal with it tonight.
But you're refreshed.
Yeah. So I was refreshed. And I alerted my dad. I said, hey, I think this is happening. This is a thing right now. I don't know. I haven't had time to check it, but whatever. So anyways, make a long story short, I end up coming back that night, still not working. Sunday, we obviously had the race. Sunday afternoon, I spent most of the time
elsewhere.
Spent most of the time not in my house, lying on a couch in a prone position, the fetal position almost. So I wasn't home. So by the time I get home Sunday night, go through it, not working. So make a long story short, I get somebody in there to fix it. It's a friend of my dad's.
Okay.
So they go through, and they're there all day.
And what are they working on when you say they went to try to fix it? Like, what are they particularly?
So we figured out that
hot water heater?
The hot water heater was bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have prefaced it by saying that. The hot water heater was bad. So the obvious idea was, okay, you can't – they looked at it, and there was really nothing – there wasn't anything crazy that I could do about that.
Yeah.
So it just they had to take it out.
Yeah.
So they take it out. We ran the water out of the old hot water heater.
So you can move it out.
Yeah, so you can move out. So it gets moved out. So,
by the way, listen to me like Bob Vila on here.
I know.
I know what the freak I'm talking about.
I know. You're all over this.
Yeah,
it's great.
I barely know what the hell I'm talking about.
I end up going to work. I had class, so I really couldn't do anything. So my dad kind of supervised the whole thing, and he was helping and whatever. So I get home, and it's like 7 o'clock at night. This is Tuesday night. He says, we have a problem. This is the first thing he says when I walk into the door. He goes, so we had to cut parts of the pipe down to fit on top of the water heater, which was fine. Went well. Okay, cool. He said the only problem was apparently there was a backup in the pipes of just rust. I guess when they originally took the hot water heater off the pipes.
No freaking way.
The rust backup
shot in the air?
Shot everywhere. So I spent my Tuesday night with CLR,
which is a like some sort of chemical compound or what?
Yes, it is
a liquid form that breaks this bull crap down. Is that what it does?
It's calcium lime rust.
Yeah,
I was taking that and I was scrubbing walls.
Oh gosh!
Luckily, it's just in the utility room. It's just like. It's brown, so you have to really scrub hard to get that nonsense.
At least it was in
a
closet, though, right? Wasn't it in a closet?
Yeah, it was in a. Yeah, it was.
So nobody's going to see that when you try to resell this house.
No one's going to see it. But the good news is, just about all of it is gone. Like the only stuff that you see is the stuff that physically
is the asbestos.
No.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. No.
No, there's no asbestos. I'm trying to do something.
I'm sorry. You're trying to sell the
turn
house.
a profit.
My problem.
But the only place where it still exists is like the place, like literally the only way I can get to it is if we take the hot water heater unit out and then scrub it.
Are you going to do that? But it sounds like the hot water heater is bad. That's what it sounds like. Or is it you just think it's
I got a new one.
You got a new one?
I swapped in a new one, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a new one is there.
Good.
So we're good. We're good to
So
go.
everything's good now. You got hot water.
Yes.
And you're cooking with gas, and the new owners will have.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. So new hot water heater. The garbage disposal was replaced a few weeks ago.
Oh, look at this place.
I know. It's because everything's breaking.
Yeah. Well,
as soon as I said, "Hey, I'm leaving," it's like, "Oh yeah."
All of a sudden, yeah. Well, because I'm hitting the same thing with my house. I'm hitting like the 9 or 10 year mark, and it's just like, all right, here it comes.
Yep.
Everything's going to go at once, and it's kind of like time to get on top of this stuff.
My hot water heater was 12 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was time. So everything's good. But the CLR stuff, those were the few. I'm in that room with the CLR stuff, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, well, you opened some windows, I hope.
Yeah. But this was days after the fiasco on Sunday.
But it's still going on.
Well, no.
The CLR fumes?
It's okay. It's okay now. It's fine. It's just, I don't want to,
I'm glad you don't want to expose me to this.
Yes. Yeah, you need to live, especially now. So
yeah, especially now.
Yeah, especially now.
That would be my luck.
Considering your new life circumstances.
Yes.
So
I'm not transitioning, by the way. Let's just make sure that's known. My new life it's not like sort of that transition. It's just a new job, wink, wink.
Yes.
For everybody out there.
It's a new job. So we're going to return back to Studio J for the next episode. This week is just we need to take
I look forward to that. But speaking of transitioning.
Yes.
You and I were out last night with just salt of the earth people, aren't they? Like,
oh my God,
we were out with we can say last names, right?
Yeah, that's fine. They listen, so they'll like it.
Good. We had Jess and Brian Kennedy.
Yes,
because I do get some heat sometimes for mispronouncing it. But they're royalty, so I put them up there with their Kennedys. You know what I'm saying? We were out there with
I think that's why you do it.
Yeah. Well, they're two amazing people, so that's like you get to hang with them, and then our good friends Bill and Ashley Huggins came back to the hood.
Yeah.
From back to the Philly area from Weehawken?
They were in Weehawken, yeah.
Yeah, they were in dirty North Jersey.
Dirty Jersey.
But now they're back in Philly. We went out to dinner last night. We were classing it up. Bottles of wine and 16-ounce cans of Miller Lite. We looked like just garbage.
We dragged that element down, my friend.
And as we were having a discussion, I don't know how we got on this. I don't no. We were talking about Brian's car. So he drives an 09 Cobalt license plate number. No, I'm just kidding. And we were making fun of his car. And then next thing you know, we got talking about different kind of cars and what kind of cars people would buy. And the topic of Subaru came up. Now, Subaru to me has just always been another option car out there. Myself, I prefer Hondas. They just kind of seem to run. Knock on wood. Forever and a day. So I purchased Hondas. You have a Toyota.
Yes.
And so we got talking, and Subaru, sure, it's a lovely brand. But two of the folks at the table said, oh, well, that's, what did they say? It was very lesbian? That's a lesbian car?
It's a lesbian. We were talking about Lilith Fair.
How do we, because I was saying I was a kick dog or something like that. And I was saved off of the rescue heap by Jess with this new job. So, yes, we got talking about Lilith Fair, which then transfers easily to Subaru.
Of course.
And how Subaru apparently plays to the LGBT community.
To
which three of us there, four of us, because that's what the math is, four of us were shocked by this. We had not heard that Subaru was leaning in that direction.
And here's the funny thing. I worked for Subaru.
Did you really?
I used to work for Subaru.
Is that part of their motto?
No. We're
safe and we're here and we're queer, we're lesbian? What do we do?
I used to fill out car titles, so I wasn't hip to marketing strategies.
Oh, okay.
Not that that's actually a marketing strategy for them. But I was surprised to hear that. Like,
does the airbag come out like super soft? Like, is it like, I don't know, like
no.
come out in plaid patterns? No. Or not the stereotype, but does it come out, I don't know, like a poof?
No.
Like a softer poof.
I don't think that I don't understand the correlation between lesbianism and Subarus.
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
I was sitting there for a long time last night. I'm like, what in the heck is it? Like, what's the grab there? What's the deal? Why is Subaru the official car of the LGBT community? I've never heard that before.
If you know this answer, tweet us.
Yeah.
or send us something if you're familiar with the LGBT and Subaru connection.
Do you think if we added Subaru on Twitter, if we just tweeted at them, that they would acknowledge this? I feel like they wouldn't.
I feel like they wouldn't either.
Yeah,
but I feel like they probably do know this. They have their market research.
Oh, they have to know this.
They have to know.
Yeah, that's somebody's job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's somebody's job to know that, my friend.
But even like I was trying to think of like the symbol on the cars. Like the Volvo has the symbol with the that's the male symbol, right? Doesn't Volvo have the male symbol where the arrow's going up on the circle? Or am I just is that something else?
That's not. No,
what is
that's
that?
not the Volvo is just the V in the circle, right?
I don't know, but maybe Subaru. I don't know. We'll have to look at this because what are the names of the cars? Like, there's a Subaru Forester. Does a Forester sound like lesbian, gay, transgender?
Subaru Impreza.
And Impreza. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if that does anything. Subaru Legacy. We're giving them free plugs here. I don't know. I don't know.
No.
It just doesn't play for me. So I don't know if anybody else knows this. We were in the dark on this.
Yeah. This is a pretty odd thing. It's an odd discovery. I don't know, but we'll have to do some. We'll have to do our own market research on that and figure out what the deal is.
Yeah. We'll look into that. Maybe we can check that out. No, never mind. I'm doing a lot of self-editing because usually I'm trying to fill in where Kaz would kind of fill in some spots.
I know he would. This is where he would talk about Dreamers and DACA.
Yeah, well, that's coming up.
Yeah,
So we transition easily.
Yes.
From Subaru and LGBTQ to a new segment that we're debuting here on the podcast, Eric.
Yes.
Isn't this amazing?
It is.
So so we're going to give Arrest the heat map because I feel like it's too much pressure that we're putting on the other states and countries.
Yeah.
Instead, we
had
had a successful campaign in Australia when we just focused on Australia.
Yes.
So we are now going to start a campaign to get the one state that we have been clamoring for. Carson Wentz is a Philadelphia Eagle. We are in the Philadelphia market.
Yes.
He's a North Dakota guy. We have North Dakota.
Hey, by the way, shout out to the people in Colorado Springs. What's up, y'all?
What up?
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
We have North Dakota. What Dakota don't we have, Derek?
South Dakota.
We don't have South Dakota.
Yeah.
How long have I been clamoring for South Dakota? So, with that said, we are on a mission now. And it's our new segment called Are We in South Dakota Yet? So it's Are We in South Dakota Yet is the campaign. And to help us out with this, I'm bringing in our fourth member of the podcast that comes in and helps us with Christmas Eve. He helps us, he with not much else. But Bruce, he's like the fourth leg of the stool here.
He's writing the traffic reports as we speak. He's getting ready.
So we're going to go to him. He's over there in our South Dakota studio. And so Bruce, over there, we're going to go to the tape and we're going to ask Bruce, are we in South Dakota yet?
No. Whatever.
Damn it. All right. Well, look, Bruce, we thank you for your update. We will keep on this campaign, but we will not let you go, South Dakota. You will not get off the hook. So freaking easy. I don't know why I'm so passionate about these people.
I don't know why either. You're passionate about a lot of things.
And usually South Dakota is not one of them.
Yeah, I didn't realize South Dakota was in the mix there.
It really grinds my gears, Derek. That's what I'm saying.
Going to England? Like, you're never going to go to South Dakota.
You're probably right on that. South Dakota, but anyway, okay. Well, whatever. It is what it is. But let's get to we're going to keep checking back with you, South Dakota. But in the meantime, let's get to a segment that actually works.
Yes. It is time to visit with the head coach of Rowan University men's soccer. Great times catching up with him, getting a chance to talk with him about soccer and talk with him about the team and other stuff, too. It's a segment we like to call Extra Time with Scott Baker.
Extra Time with Scott Baker.
the bounce back from the Messiah loss. What does it say about your team and their ability to respond to adversity?
It says a lot, and I think the word adversity is a good word, except that our focus is just to keep getting better, and the results will come when we keep that type of focus. So as hard as that loss was, and as much as we hate losing, our focus is on getting better, and we are doing that. And I think the guys felt like even that night with the loss that we were a better team after it, and that's how we're moving forward.
You are no stranger to play in the NJAC. Can you describe what the intensity is like in an NJAC game?
Yeah, it's hard to put in words. You have to be out there. You know, we tell all the new players that you have to get ready, and even some of these big games like Messiah, when we play in the NJAC, it's going to feel different. And we talk to all the players about that. As far as explaining it and describing it, I think you have to be there, and you have to either witness it or be a player and experience it, but it's definitely at a different level.
Kind of off the grid a little bit, technology-wise these days, a lot of news coming out about the iPhone and things of that nature. First of all, you an iPhone or Android guy?
There's only one, iPhone.
What's it like as a coach, trying to get these guys kind of engaged still with learning about each other and things like that, and try to wean them off the phone if that's something that you do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have to address it too much as far as a team, because we're together so much without a phone, you know. So at training sessions and different times where we're doing things, the phones aren't around, you know. So we're usually in a situation where we all have to be engaged, and I think that helps a lot. All in all, I would say our team is great. They are engaged with each other, and I'm sure the phones take them away, but it's also a way to keep in touch at different times that they wouldn't be able to, and I feel it helps us be closer.
Rate, review, and subscribe to the Exit 58 podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio.
Once again, thanks a lot to Coach Scott Baker of Rowan University men's soccer. Big weekend for them underway as they take on William Patterson, and they're heading to take on Stockton at home here in Glassboro. So a lot of fun stuff coming from Rowan men's soccer, but hey, he's an iPhone guy.
Is there any other way to be? I mean, The man is all class. I expected nothing less than him to be an iPhone guy.
Fantastic.
There's only one way to fly in this world.
Yeah. He's a man of the people, Scott Baker.
Salt of the earth.
We love him. So we will be hearing, of course, throughout the Rowan University men's soccer season from head coach Scott Baker on the Profs. But it's time to take care of some serious business.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's time for ICYMI, in case you missed it.
ICYMI, in case you missed it.
Episode 29, Exit 58 podcast. It's an ICYMI, in case you missed it. And here we go. We are underway. A gamekeeper who found a 4-year-old girl's birthday balloon more than 100 miles from where she left it has accused her of choking a deer he called Bambi. The helium balloon, which this little girl released, her name is Ava, and her mother, Lucy. We're from Greater Manchester, right in London town. She wrote a message on the front of the balloon asking whoever found the balloon to post it on Facebook so that her parents and we did this we did this in school, right? Didn't you do this in I did it in elementary school. We let balloons go.
Yes. That was always.
I was going to say recently. I'm not thinking you're outside, on the university green here, letting balloons go.
Although I do find that mesmerizing. I like watching balloons fly away into
You're a sick son of a...
I think it's funny.
Between this and the 73 strikes or punches in Rocky 3, I don't know what's going on with that. I think that CLR is getting to you.
Yeah, I think it is.
Anyway, so she wrote a message on the balloon asking for anybody to post the picture on Facebook, just for a little cool, thing that you find. So the handwritten message that she wrote was, "Hey, my name's Ava. I just turned 4 years old. If you find this post on Facebook to see that it gets back to my mommy and daddy, love from Ava and Dave and Lucy," right? So you're thinking it's going to be some sort of sweet little Facebook post. She'll get to see where her balloon landed, and it'll just be a cool little thing for this 4-year-old girl, right? Remember that she's only 4 years old. So anyway, it's delivered. Well, off-road driving enthusiast Edwards. All right, this guy's name is, it's Edwards. Just take that for what it is. He replied on Facebook. This is the guy that finds this damn balloon, right? Wishing a happy birthday. Well, so what he does is he replies on Facebook wishing her, Ava, this happy 4th birthday before going on to chastise her for putting a wild fellow deer's life at risk. He said, and this is what he wrote now on Facebook in reply to Ava, this 4-year-old girl who's just trying to have some fun. Good morning, Ava from Bolton. You are a lucky girl, as I have found your message this morning. I would like to wish you a happy 4th birthday. I hope this message reaches you and other little boys and girls, because at 6:30 this morning, while you were tucked up in bed, I was saving Bambi's life. She was apparently choking on a balloon, your birthday balloon. So please, next time you test the power of social media, please spare a thought for wildlife and livestock. Please share. The post has since been taken down from the community page on Facebook, but many commenters slammed Edwards for trying to guilt trip the 4-year-old girl. Is this cat like ridiculous? Like, there's a time and a place for everything. This is not one of them.
I think we're at this point, and I say this a lot about my brother, as you know, because he, at least in my opinion, I think he's guilty of this. I think there's a real movement among people, because of where we're at as a society with technology and all this stuff, that we want to treat little kids like they're adults, like they're 18-year-olds getting ready to go off to college. Like, look, just because your kid's super smart at a young age, that doesn't mean that they should be subject to this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, for no other reason than this. They're not going to remember it. So this guy, like when you're 4, you're learning from right and wrong. I stole an ice cream bar when I was 4 years old. I didn't know what the hell that meant.
Whoa.
I brought it back to the store, man.
Yeah, what, in freaking liquid form? You thief?
No, I didn't make it. I mean, I barely made it outside the store.
You little klepto. What'd you do this for?
I wanted the ice cream bar.
You know you got to pay for things, Derek.
Yeah, but Mom didn't want me to have it, so Mom caught me with the ice cream bar. So
it starts with an ice cream bar, Derek. And next thing you know, you're scrubbing CLR off of your wall.
Yeah, I know. These are the things. You have to learn. You have to learn. But at 4, I didn't think there were any consequences to stealing.
See, we didn't know this about you, that you were a thief. But here's my other part of this with this cat is that there. And I'm not saying at all that this deer should have suffered.
Right.
But what I'm saying is this. We have a lot of deer.
Right.
There are a ton of deer.
Right.
Because they're always doing things to make more deer.
Right.
That's what they do. It's life. They, little female deers, doe a deer, a female deer, ready to drop a golden sun, all that bullcrap. Anyway, deers and does get together and they make other deers, right?
Yeah.
Or other deer, I'm sorry.
Right.
This is my education coming out, Rob.
Of course.
Anyway, my point being is this. We have people going out and shooting them with like bow and arrows, guns and stuff like that. And this cat's worried about this deer choking on one little like rubber.
But that's my problem. Like he's addressing, look, there's nothing you can do about it, man. You got to take the L. There's nothing you can do about it. Like addressing it like a 4-year-old, like they're a human, like a legit,
Makes
like
no
hardcore adult. Get out of here with that, man.
Yeah. This deer was look, it's this deer. It was meant to go down, right? It was. I know he saved its life, but I bet you as soon as he saved the life, the deer probably got up, ran about another 100 meters, and was freaking taken out by a woodsman. You know what I mean? About like a couple shots later, and now he's on somebody's plate. You know what I'm saying? So take that, Edwards, and stick it up your rear.
That's for you, PETA.
Yeah.
My apologies. Authorities have already executed search warrants on multiple people suspected in the plot to extort Kevin Hart over the sex tape, TMZ has learned. Law enforcement sources tell us a judge signed the warrants earlier this week, and they were executed almost immediately. We're told the information and items seized have already yielded results and have helped close in on the people who demanded 7 figures from Hart to keep the tape silent. We're told one of the key items is phone records, but also computer hard drives and other electronics. The investigation is full steam ahead. All right, this is a tough one, so I'll let you dive in first before I give you my 2 cents.
So the story on this is the fact that Kevin Hart, apparently was married at one other time.
He is married,
but wasn't he married? So, or he was seeing somebody else, and he's fooling around with the same girl with the other person. I understand. And now he's married now to this other woman, and fooling around with the same woman that he's fooling around before with. And now this woman's coming out and saying that she was set up for this extortion, and they don't know who is who. I don't believe that. Do you believe that?
You don't believe that what?
That she was set up. I think she's totally in on it.
You think he's the
idiot?
Yeah, I would agree. Look, I think that it's a celebrity, so I just think they try to run different rules. They try to run different things, and that's what happens. I think this is a guy that he's a very popular guy. There's no doubt about that. But I think, he may have gotten caught doing something he shouldn't have been doing, and now there's a massive cleanup to try to fix it. This is the thing to me, okay? If you're in extortion plots, in this situation, there aren't a ton of cases. Think about all situations like this you ever heard of before, okay? I know what happens where people try to extort people for money and frame them or what have you.
Yeah.
But I don't believe this is that situation. I think that their photos or whatever, this guy was in that position. This guy put himself in that position. He did. So I don't feel bad for him at all. I don't.
And not for nothing. It's so easy these days, right? How much stuff goes on the internet, instantly? Because there's cameras everywhere, right? There's always something going on. And you might not even mean to be in a shot somewhere, and somebody's taking a picture of somebody in the foreground, and you happen to be in the background, and people are like, oh, I saw you on X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And you're there.
Right.
You just can't do it. And I know the flesh is weak here. In Kevin Hart's case, I guess it wasn't. This chick must be one heck of a romp, but one
heck of a romp.
Well, don't you think? I mean, that's what he was going back to her again. He's going to the well again, a couple times here.
Well, I think the other problem too is not probably I shouldn't say that, but his wife is pregnant, so that's.
And they're still going through with with everything. Everything's fine.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Apparently, you just admit, and it's all good, I guess.
Kobe?
Letterman. Remember Letterman?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forget about Letterman.
Letterman was on the extortion thing because he was fooling around with one of the interns. And
that's right, yes.
And he came right out and said, look, we're going to get ahead of this. We're going to get these guys.
Right.
And, he turned it, and I think everybody kind of just washed their hands, Look.
This looks like a guy who his wife's pregnant and he cheated.
Yeah.
I think it's extortion.
Nope.
That's what it looks like.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what it looks like.
End of story. Health professionals in Arizona are warning those traveling to Mexico to be aware of possible contaminated 7-Up beverages in Mexicali. Contaminated soft drinks caused 7 people. How ironic that it's 7-Up. See what we did there? We didn't do that, but somebody did. 7-Up, and it's 7 people. You couldn't do that. Do you remember the game 7-Up, by the way, to just kind of go off on a tangent?
Yeah.
Do you remember the game 7-Up in school?
That was the, you put your head down.
Yeah.
And then your thumbs up.
Yeah.
And they push your thumb if you.
Well, since we're admitting things.
Yeah.
And you admit you stole an ice cream bar.
Yeah.
I'll admit right here. Mrs. Stepp's class, first grade, I cheated like a son of a gun.
How did you cheat?
How'd you cheat? Well, you put your head down and you look at the shoes. So you don't put your head on the desk where you look at a desk. You you rest your far. So all the kids listening out there, all you first graders that are listening to the Exit 58 podcast, Uncle Rob's going to teach you something here. When you want to cheat at 7-Up, you put your head down, you rest your forehead on your forearm, but you look down and then you look at the shoes that are walking by. And then Nicole Kenish, when she walked by, nailed her. 7-Up. I had it. Anyway, back to the story. The contaminated soft drinks caused 7 people to become ill and has killed 1 person. So now we're down to 6. Damn. According to the Attorney General, justice people. Medical toxicologists and physicians are on alert after reports surfaced that methamphetamine was found in the 7-Up drinks originating in Mexicali. So the authorities have removed the product from the shelves because apparently you can't do that. Chris Barnes, spokesman for Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. Does anybody drink Snapple anymore? Reassured that no 7-Up products in the United States have been contaminated with methamphetamine. The company distributes 7-Up in the United States. So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on methamphetamine? No. What are your thoughts on 7-Up? Big fan? Are you a big fan?
I always thought 7-Up was a Sprite knockoff, and I liked 7-Up.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the poor man's Sprite. That's what I always thought.
I like both of them.
Yeah.
But
they're good. Yeah, they're good.
You know what I bought the other day? I don't buy soda much, right? Because
Right.
I'm a water drinker. Try to be healthy. I'm a big coffee drinker. Yada yada.
Yeah.
So soda and coffee don't go well together because they're both stimulants and they dry out.
Oh yeah.
So, but I just felt like freaking ginger ale.
Really?
I just had like a hankering for some ginger ale, so I bought a whole sleeve.
Look at you!
I
Wow.
know. I expand myself.
I'll say this. I'll say this.
It's caffeine free.
If you told me you can have one drink
Yeah.
of anything, there are no health restrictions.
You've told me this before.
Yes, I want to have this on the record.
Yeah.
If there are any health restrictions, all that stuff's thrown out of the window. I could have one drink.
What are you doing?
I'm drinking Sprite.
Sprite. You're doing Sprite.
Sprite was my go-to drink in high school.
And you've said that for a while now.
Middle school,
because we've
high
talked
school.
about this.
There is no drink better on the planet, alcohol included.
Oh my goodness,
that is better.
Now you might be.
That
CLR is definitely kicking in. Those fumes are getting you high as hell.
that is better than an ice cold Sprite. It's so good. I haven't had it in years.
You're gonna do it tonight, aren't you?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
can't.
All right,
Can't
you
do
can't
it.
do it. All
Can't do it. It would just. You can't. To me, you can't drink soda and drink alcohol.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
in the same like. Not even together. I just don't think it's a good mix.
Well, so
you either you do one or the other. You can't do both.
But is there nothing better than flat soda, flat ginger ale when you're sick?
That's terrible.
Oh my God! Everybody out there who has ever gotten sick in America, in even in North Korea now, where they're just whatever. They're taking
Whatever.
they're taking flat soda. They're taking flat ginger ale when you're sick.
They don't have a choice.
Yeah, well, Kim Jong will tell them what to do. But yeah, you've never heard of that?
I have a little bit, but
So what
did
did Mama Jones do when you were all hopped up on Mountain Dew?
Coke, ginger ale, and Gatorade were the 3 illness drinks.
Okay.
Those are the 3 illness drinks in my household. So, like Sunday, Gatorade. Flat soda. Ooh. But I get that because the carbonation sometimes
Yeah.
can
It settles your stomach.
jack up.
Makes you feel a little
Yeah.
good inside.
Yeah.
So what have we learned? Don't drink methamphetamine flavored 7-Up, and
Snapple's dead.
Snapple's dead, and I think that's it.
Police in Colorado are looking for a jogger they say is repeatedly interrupting her runs to defecate in public in one neighborhood. Whoa. Kathy Budd says she was first alerted to the woman she's dubbed the Mad Pooper by her children, who caught the jogger in the act weeks ago. Budd said the pooping woman apologized after she questioned her, but she says the pooping jogger has left something behind on her runs at least once a week for the past 7 weeks. Police have asked Budd to take pictures of the woman so they can try to identify her. Budd has put up a sign asking the woman to stop. She says there are public restrooms in the area. See, that's a mistake on her part. We're going to come back to that, though. Police Sergeant Jonathan Sharketti calls the case uncharted territory.
So I know you and I are relatively new to the running thing. We got it started the last 3 years. I don't know if we're doing it wrong, but when I go running, I don't defecate on my neighbor's lawns.
No. However, there. Okay, let me say I'm not in any way excusing.
You're going to defend this woman?
No, I'm not defending this woman. However, people in runs, in running situations, in these races that we do, that as we've learned, they are nasty.
They are nasty.
They are nasty. You will smell things you've never things that now look. I will be the first to tell you that the smell of marijuana and all that stuff just drives me insane. I just can't. I just don't like it.
Where are you hanging?
Well, no, like you go run in the half marathon. Somebody was token somewhere.
Oh well, yeah,
on the race course. So like that smell drives me nuts. But during a race, that's the least of your problems.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's the least of your problems.
Well, so what happens is, and I explained this to my my ex coworker.
Yeah.
And I said to her, I said, like, look, when you run,
Yep.
not only mentally and physically, mentally as far as like you keeping yourself on track to stay in your pace time and just staying focused, and not only do your knees, your legs and stuff like that tire out, but your internals, your chemistry changes in there.
Well, so
things happen.
I have. There is a thing because I was looking at this when the story came out. This is a thing. Upset stomachs during race. That's a thing. And the issue is, as you said, things happen to your body. The jarring sensation of you running over and over and over and over again does that to your body.
And your body just starts doing things to react to it.
Yeah, so your body's trying to push that stuff out.
What kind of stuff?
Bad stuff.
And how does it do it? Stuff. How does it push it out? Is it like get like a cheering squad in there? Push it out. Shove it out.
That would probably be better.
Yeah.
Well, because look, when you go on these races, there are porta-johns all over the race course. You'd think, oh my God, well, why are there porta-johns? That's why. So people don't do this stuff on the race course. Now, I remember when we crossed the finish line last week, one of the first things I heard from people was that like somebody was like, oh yeah.
I just pooped myself?
No. They're like, I threw up. Like you hear those type of things. So that's really a big issue with these races. And so I'm not justifying what happens, but
she's doing this on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's somebody. One time, you get a pass once because like if you're doing this for the first time, you don't know your body reacting. Like you don't know, but that many times in a row, that's a deliberate attempt. Now, I can't even.
Her kids are seeing her do this.
That's the thing. I can't even spin it like, oh, it's she's racing to a time. No, you stopped to do this, so you're not worried about your times.
Now, are you worried about this? So for me, as you record this, my running season now is done. I am done until the spring when the Phillies 5K comes around because there's no really other runs coming up unless I pick one up last minute here. The half marathon is kind of my stopping point.
Right.
You have another run coming up. You have signed up for a full marathon.
Yeah.
So what took us 2 hours and change last week to run,
Yep.
You're going to be doing 4 hours. So your body's really going to be pushing stuff out. So your game plan here, like people, they pee themselves. You're going to have to, are you ready to put on, well, first off, are you ready to purchase an adult diaper for that day?
I feel like I'm on 60 Minutes.
Well, I feel like, was it Morley Schaefer here?
Last week after the race is over, like I did not do well post. I was hot mess express.
Yeah, you were.
.com after the race was over. So we're at Chicky and Pete's, and I'm just like glassy eyed and all that stuff. And you go to the bathroom, you come back. He's like, let me ask you a question. What's your game plan?
Yeah, because you look like hell.
I was like, what are you talking about? And you go, oh, for the marathon. What are you gonna do? I said, I don't know. And I gotta think about that because, if I feel bad after that, what am I gonna feel when I do double that?
Yeah.
So
and you're running 4 hours, and you said stuff gets pushed out. You're going to be there's going to be something coming out of you in one direction.
Well,
it's either going to come out of the mouth.
Yeah.
It could come out of where Kaz had his colonoscopy.
Let me say this.
If you urinate, you could urinate.
Well, let me say this. I will admit that I'm a very competitive person. However,
competitive urinator?
Should I run?
Would you try to race somebody in a urination contest?
No.
Have you ever tried that?
No, I have not. It should.
I used to play a game. Can I get real quickly? Yeah. I used to play a urination game. Can I share this?
I'm going to put this in the show, so, good luck.
So I always tried to I think you remember this game. I did it in my college years. Which is really fit more for like the last episode, I guess.
College years? Are you sure you want to tell this story?
Yeah. So do you remember a lot of all of them now mostly have sensors on the urinal?
Yeah.
My game was always to get away without it firing off. I always tried to do that, like sleuth. Like I would be like, I'd finish what I had to finish, and then I would slowly back away. I've never seen the movie, but it'd be like Mission Impossible, like Tom Cruise, like slowly back, or whatever. No, The Matrix, like slow.
Like it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. But there were a couple times where I did trick it. I don't have it written down.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I was a sick person back then.
I thought you were going to say when I was a child or something.
No. This was just like,
But you're a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
You're just
I would
trying,
say so.
you're
15
just trying
plus.
to trick a...
Yep, 15 years ago.
You're trying to trick a machine.
Yep. Big social calendar filled.
Oh, my God.
But, all right, so you're not a competitive urinator. But so...
No, my thing is, I'm not running the marathon to beat somebody. Like, to me, winning is finishing. For this half marathon,
yeah,
I was competing against something. So the mindset will be a little different
sure.
for the marathon than the half marathon. So if I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, which you're going to have to.
Yeah, I don't see how that's
your body's going to give the signal.
If I have to use the bathroom, I'll use it. Like I'm not. I will say this: if I run, reiterate, if I run, what happened last Sunday will not happen again. It's not going to happen.
Now, you could purchase an adult diaper.
I'm not going to purchase an adult diaper.
You can. Runners do this.
Dude, did you see these people running? Did you see the top time?
Oh, my gosh. It's
like an hour.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and like 7 minutes.
Like,
what are they doing?
They're using adult diapers.
Are they reading the TB12 method?
I don't know what they're doing.
Is that what they're reading?
I don't know what they're doing.
Oh,
they're taking
God.
some of that methamphetamine 7-Up to get that.
Oh, my God. They are. You just shot out of a cannon, bro.
Well, look. Good luck on your run.
Thank you.
And your runs. And
tomorrow's a cutoff day for my decision.
Tomorrow's a cutoff to say. And look, there's nothing to be ashamed about if you were an adult diaper. We're going to get there at soon a point in our lives. At some point. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. Never. I'm not wearing an adult diaper.
That's an awful spot to be. You could wear it. You just cut off. It might, it might drag you down some, but then you just go right there. Mile 14, you got to go. You just go.
No, I'm not doing that. I just want to finish the race. That's it.
And then if it's blue or something like that, it's a boy. If it's it's a different kind of.
I just want to finish the race and be on my couch with a blanket over my head.
You're going to be on your couch, all right?
At 1:30.
Yeah. At 1:30.
1:30 Eastern Standard Time.
It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. All right. Well, that is ICYMI episode 29 here on the Exit 58 podcast. Derek and Rob, we are minus all this like poop talk. It fits kind of with the theme of the show, the colonoscopy capers. We are without our good buddy. We're without our good buddy Kaz, who just went tubing last week or this past Wednesday, but the report is good, so we are all good. But we were fortunate. The Exit 58 podcast. We talked to his doctors, and Kaz is really open about this. He wants to promote this as a men's health issue to get people to do this stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Awareness.
And he said, look, guys, I want you in this room with us in case it just goes down wrong. So we actually, with the help of his doctors, were allowed to go in and participate in Kaz's colonoscopy. And we actually recorded us inside the room itself. And we're going to play that for you, or at least what we think it might sound like. When we come back, this is the Exit 58 podcast. Back after this.
For more of the Exit 58 podcast, head to SoundCloud.com and search Exit 58 Podcast. Off the exit.
Exit 58 podcast, Derek and Rob here now. So we are to the serious point, Derek, in our program. We don't usually go serious.
No. We're
show.
very straight and narrow.
Right. So we're going to keep this as serious but light. We're going to try to lighten it up. So as we mentioned, Kaz is having a colonoscopy, and we are right now outside the surgery doors getting ready to go in.
We are close by. Operators are standing by.
This is off the exit. Operators are standing by. I don't know why they're standing by, but they are. And we are getting ready to go inside. This is off the exit. We're going to go inside the surgery.
Yeah.
Kaz is in there. He's nodded out. He's knocked out.
Yeah.
We caught him saying a couple things under the guise of drugs and sedation. but we're too good of friends to repeat what he said.
Yeah. We don't want to do that.
We want to do that, but we're going to go inside the room now, and we want to bring you with us as we go in. So we're going to go sneak in the room right now, and we'll be right back after this with this, okay? Okay, we're back. So we are in the room, and Kaz is over there. He's kind of resting. Kind of weird to see your friend with a tube up his rear end, but that's okay. It's okay. Derek, don't laugh. The surgery's going on. Okay, now we're watching them scope. We're watching it's almost like watching closed circuit TV. You can kind of watch them do the colonoscopy.
It's like the 80s.
It's like the 80s.
Before pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like watching. What kind of pay-per-view would you be watching? Not that spice stuff you used to watch.
No. You're
Not the
watching
saucy stuff.
No, you're watching wrestling. You're watching bad movies.
Bad movies.
Yeah, you're watching like Critical Condition with Richard Pryor. You're watching.
I've never seen that.
It's an awful movie.
Okay.
God rest his soul.
Well, is he up? Okay, well, never mind. Anyway, Derek, look, they're getting ready to turn the first corner, and Gaz is calling. What is that right there? Look at that. Look at that mark. What is that?
It's like, looks like there's numbers on there.
There's a number. He's got numbers in his colon?
There's a 2.
What is it? 2. He's got a number 2 in his colon. Well, that makes sense, I guess. He's got a number 2 in his colon.
Yeah. There's a couple of 1s, though, too.
Oh, that could be his problem. He's got some 1s and 2s in there.
Wait a minute.
Usually you just do 2 out of your colon.
Yeah, but they're 1s.
Oh, my gosh.
They're 1s and 2s.
Okay. I hope this doctor knows what he's doing with that. What do you think it is? It's square, though. Why is it square?
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Look at that.
What is it?
It says 2112.
He's got a Rush album in his colon?
Yes.
That's probably the problem.
That's the 2112.
That's probably the problem. I hope this doctor catches that. Should we tell him?
He needs to know. You know the first track on 2112 is 20 minutes?
This surgery's going to take forever.
It might be a double album set. That can't be in there.
I hope he gets. Oh gosh, I hope the doctor sees that.
Get that out of there.
All right. Well, they're moving. All right. Maybe they'll find something else. You know why they're up there? They're going to get their money's worth while he's up there. Derek, look at that. It's an autograph. It's an autographed Keith Hernandez baseball from '86. And look, there's still some infield dirt on the ball.
Is that from Game 7?
It is. I think.
It's Game 7 of the '86 World Series.
But you know what? I'm starting to look at it. I don't think that's dirt that's on that ball.
Oh.
I think it's something. We should get off. I hope he turns the corner. All right, he's turning the corner. Good. All right, we're kind of moving down to the next area of the colon here. Gaz's colonoscopy. This is kind of weird. We found some stuff so far.
There's some sort of orange
dust. Yeah.
Orange.
Did he have CLR?
Dust.
No, I don't think he had CLR.
But
But it does. It looks like orange dust. It looks like Fritos.
There's CLR in there. This is going to be over pretty quickly.
What could it be? It's orange dust. Wait.
Wait a minute. Do you remember the Cheetos chicken fries from episode 6? That's what that is.
That's 23 episodes ago. That's like impossible.
That's disgusting.
I guess that stuff doesn't really go away.
Burger King does not digest.
No, I guess.
That's why they're still.
Nor they don't sponsor.
No.
So we're taking a little shot here.
That's why they're like number 9 in fast food rankings.
Exactly. All right, let's keep going on. Oh, Derek, look at that. That's a rare find. You know what that is? I've never seen one of these before because I don't think they're going to be around much longer. It's almost like it's in danger. It's a DACA Dreamer.
Oh.
It's a Dreamer. He's got a Dreamer up there.
The dream.
Yeah.
That's painful.
That is painful. I thought the numbers were the issue.
That hurts.
It does hurt.
Yeah. It's making noises too, I think.
Well, don't they always?
Yes.
Try to get him. Hopefully they can get him out of there.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for the system.
All right, we're probably talking too loud. We should probably whisper a little bit lower.
Wait a minute.
What?
I see something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this big rectangular object. It's like almost look like
Pretty thick.
It's thick. Yeah, it's like 300-400 pages or something.
That's probably what's causing his pain.
Yeah, it's like it's got a bunch of words on the front.
What does it say? Can you read it? Can you read it? Okay, he's zooming in. The doctor's zooming in on the colonoscopy with the cameras.
It says what happened.
Oh, Is it like what happened with his colonoscopy?
Wait, we need to get closer to see if there's another name.
Hey, Doc, can you move the camera closer to
Just move it a little.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hillary Rodham.
Oh. What is it?
It's Hillary Rodham Clinton's new book, What Happened.
Oh, my God.
That's
in his colon?
How did that get in there?
I don't even know.
He
better get that out of there.
He's MAGA.
What happened? He can't do that. I wonder.
That sounds like a left wing.
Well, that would definitely be causing a lot of pains.
Antifa.
Yeah, that'd be causing a lot of pains.
Yeah.
That's probably gotta be it.
The liberal left. Heavy left.
We're in the
working their
final.
magic.
We're in the final turn. Down the stretch we come. Yes, down the final stretch. Here we go. Wait a minute. Dirk, do you see that?
What in the hell is that?
It looks to be. I think it's something wearing a top hat. Wait a minute, Derek. That's Michigan J. Frog.
Why is Michigan J. Frog?
I don't know, but he's one of my favorite characters. I love Michigan J.
I think we need to have some. We need to have some tough discussions with Kaz
Yeah,
about
why
what
he's
he's
got
doing
Michigan
with
J.
his life.
Wait a minute, Michigan J.
Is he singing?
I think he is.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
Okay, I think the surgery's ending. We should go talk to the doctor now. We should go talk to the doctor.
Need to get some answers.
And so then we talked to the doctor.
Yeah.
Surgery's over. I can't believe all that stuff that Kaz had up his colon.
I am stunned,
Shocked.
shocked,
Right?
woke,
You're woke.
about some of the stuff that was in there.
I mean, we went through both his small and large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some of those items. That doesn't feel good.
But I think we found some of the sources of his pain.
Yeah.
I mean, you put a Hillary Rodham Clinton up there would definitely cause him pain, don't you think?
What happened?
I don't know.
I don't care what side of the aisle you fall on.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt.
That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. So that was off the exit as we traveled through Kaz's colon. That was an amazing time. We thank the doctors at the whatever institution he went to for that.
Yes.
For allowing us sort of in and for allowing us to present that fabulous audio to you all here for the exit.
Fabulous audio.
58 podcast, episode 29. Well, we're blazing through this episode, though, Derek.
Yes. We've hit the finish line.
That's amazing.
I know. We're done.
That's amazing.
We're done. I won't pass out on my couch like I did when I hit a different finish line last week. So
Yeah,
that's good.
this one, and everything will stay inside. And plus, we got to wrap this thing up so you can go buy either, some rust-colored adult diapers, I guess, and make a decision on what's going to happen with your life in the next couple hours here.
I know. It's some big choices have to be made, my friend.
But we covered a lot of ground here in episode 29, the Exit 58 podcast, and you can follow us all over social media. So if you liked any of the stupid humor that we brought to you today, you can find us
on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. You can also find us, preferably, by the way, mind you, on iTunes, Stitcher. We're on SoundCloud. We're on also iHeartRadio as well. Rate, review, subscribe. Leave a comment. If you hate it, that's wonderful.
We'll take it, man.
Yeah, let us know. If you'd like to see something added, if you'd like to see one of us deleted from the face of the earth, that's fine.
Yeah.
We want to hear your thoughts, your comments, your questions, your concerns. We're here. We are a full-service podcast.
Yeah, that's what I like about us. And we'll be back to a full team once the tubes come out of Kaz. Well, I guess they're out of Kaz now. They'll be figured everything out. But once Kaz is back, we'll have a full throttle of members here and get episode 30 underway.
Yeah, the big 3.
Big 30. Wow.
Yeah.
We'll have to celebrate.
20's the new 30 or 30's the new 40
30,
or whatever.
I don't know what the hell they
works.
say. But either way, it has been our pleasure to bring you episode 29 of the Exit 58 podcast.
Yes.
For Derek Jones.
That's me.
I'm Rob. Later days, everybody. Talk to you next time.
See you.